Welcome back to my channel for improved posture number 2. Come to a child's pose at the bottom of your mat and just rest your head and your elbows to the floor. We're going to take a few deep breaths here to start. So inhale to expand the belly and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose to expand the belly. Open the mouth and exhale. 2 more deep breaths here, just like that. What I really want you to focus on in today's class is about the mind-muscle connection. So when you're in a pose and you can feel it, you can feel your quads burning or you can feel your back activating, I really want you to focus on that muscle, and if you can, squeeze it that little bit more. This really helps kind of our body awareness, and this helps translate off the mat as well as when we're in our practice. So when you're ready, come up to a tabletop position and walk the hands forward, dropping the chest to the floor for a puppy pose. Depending on how your body feels today, you may be up a little bit higher. Maybe if it's early in the morning for you or your shoulders are tight. Wherever you are is completely perfect. Take 1 more deep breath here. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. When you're ready, come back up to a neutral tabletop position, so your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. We're going to take some cat-cows here, so inhale to arch the back and look up, and then exhale round the back, look towards the navel. Inhale to arch the back, look up, really press the floor away from you, and then exhale round the back, look to the navel. A couple more times here just to move through the spine and warm it up today. On your next inhale, arch the back, look up. And then exhale, come back to your neutral tabletop position. And we're going to take the left leg all the way out and extend it back behind us, leg in line with the hip, and then extend the right arm out. Holding here for 2 breaths. Really pulling the left leg back behind you and reaching the right arm forwards. 1 more breath. Squeeze the glutes just to get that body awareness, so you know where you are on your mat today. And then exhale, drop the leg and the palm down to the floor. Inhale to take the right leg back behind you, reaching the left arm forward. 2 breaths on this side. Pulling the right leg behind you and really reaching the left arm forward. I want you to squeeze your right glute here and squeeze your core to activate it. Then on the next exhale, drop the knee and the palm to the floor. Tuck the toes under, and we're going to send the hips all the way back for a first downward facing dog today. Just pedal the knees here just because it's the first one. You might need to bounce through the shoulders just to warm them up a little bit more. We're going to take some spinal waves here to warm up the spine even more. So on the next inhale, we're going to really round the back and come towards a plank position. Then we're going to stick the bum out for an anterior tilt and send it all the way back to our downward facing dog. So inhale, roll forward to plank, really rounding the back. Stick the bum out. And then take the lower back, middle back and upper back all the way back to downward facing dog. 1 more of those spinal waves in your own time here. Really focus on slow and controlled. And then when you're ready, meet back in downward facing dog. On the next inhale, we're going to bend the knees, look forward, step to the front of the mat, coming down to your ragdoll. Palms to the floor if you can. And we're just going to bounce here to release the spine, wake up the hamstrings. You might want to grab your elbows and rock side to side. Then clasp your hands behind your head, pulling your head in closer towards your shins. And on the next inhale, we're going to roll really slowly, vertebrate by vertebrate, to our standing position. Hands stay clasped, and then gently lean back for a mini back bend at the top. Then exhale, roll all the way down, back to your forward fold. Hands drop to the floor. Inhale, come up to halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms to the floor and step back to high plank. Drop the knees, lower all the way down to the floor. And then inhale, roll forward, coming to a baby cobra. Elbows bent because it's the first one. Exhale, tuck the toes under and send the hips back to downward facing dog. Staying here for 3 breaths. Really spread the fingers here and push your hands into the floor. Send the tailbone higher and push through your shoulders a little bit more. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Step or jump between the palms, coming to halfway lift. Exhale, drop the palms to floor. Clasp your hands behind the head. And then inhale, slowly roll all the way up, vertebrate by vertebrate. And exhale, take the palms down by your side for Tadasana. Really press the feet into the floor here and take 1 deep breath. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Inhale, sweep the arms, come to chair pose. Exhale, drop the palms to the floor for your forward fold. Inhale, come up to halfway with a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms to the floor, step back to plank, knees down or no knees, lower all the way down, and then inhale, roll forward, maybe straight arms this time for your upward facing dog, and exhale, send the hips back for down dog. Inhale, bend the right knee, plant the right foot between the palms, coming up to a warrior 1. Exhale, drop the palms to floor, step back to plank. Lower for chaturanga. Then inhale, roll forward for up dog. Exhale, send the hips back for down dog. Bend the left knee, plant the left foot between the palms, and inhale, come up to your warrior 1. Exhale, send the palms down to the floor. Step back to plank, knees or no knees, chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward for up dog, thighs off maybe. And exhale, send the hips back for down dog. I'm going to stay here for 3 breaths. So really try and press the heels into the floor here, driving them down to the floor. Press the hands into the floor and try and push through your shoulders that little bit more. See if you can focus your attention on your hamstrings or on your shoulders. And then on the next inhale, bend the knees, step or jump to the front of the mat, coming up to a halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms, chair pose. Exhale, stand up to Tadasana. Inhale to bend the knees, sweep the arms, come to chair pose. Bring your palms to your heart center. And then take your left elbow outside of the right knee and twist all the way around for your evolved chair. Bring your thumbs to your heart center to pull you further around here. You can stay here, or you can extend the arm outwards, left arm down, right arm overhead. Feel the glutes fire here. Taking one more breath. Inhale to bring the palms back to heart center. And then we're going to slowly peel the left toes off the mat, taking the weight into the right foot, and step all the way back to our revolved lunge. Strengthen up the legs here and twist yourself a little bit deeper if you can. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left palm to the floor and take the right arm all the way up overhead. Come onto your left fingertips and then slowly come all the way up, rotating towards the right side here. Strengthen the legs and pull the back kneecap up. On the exhale, we're going to swivel the arm, so take the right arm forward, left arm back, face the other side of the mat and bend the right knee coming to your warrior two. Holding here for 2 breaths. Sink the hips down a bit deeper and gaze towards your fingertips. Your left foot should be at 90 degrees here. Then inhale to straighten the right knee. Shift the weight all the way forwards and then exhale, drop the right arm to your shin for your Trikonasana, triangle pose. Really strengthen the legs here, pulling the kneecaps up and look up, gazing towards your fingertips. Hold for 1 more breath. On the next inhale, come all the way up. Take the left hand back behind you and reverse the warrior, bending the right knee. Exhale, windmill the arms all the way down to the floor, step back to high plank. Vinyasa your way through, so come down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward for upward facing dog, thighs off. And then exhale, send the hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, step or jump to the front of the mat, coming to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold all the way down to the floor. And then inhale, sweep the arms, bend the knees, come to chair pose. Exhale, stand for your Tadasana. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms, chair pose. Bring your palms to heart center. And then we're going to take the right elbow and twist it all the way around to touch the left knee. Twist yourself further round, thumbs to heart if you can, to make you go further. And you can stay here, or as we did before, you can extend the arms, right arm to floor and left arm overhead. Feel the quads firing here. Sink a little bit deeper if you can, and twist yourself a little bit deeper. Bring your palms back to heart center, look down, peel the right toes off here, and slowly step all the way back to your revolved lunge. Twist yourself a bit deeper. Strengthen the right kneecap. And then look down, plant the right palm to the floor and pull the left arm all the way up and overhead and look up. Come onto your right fingertips and then come all the way up to your twisted lunge. Strengthen the right leg here. Pull the kneecap up. Then on the exhale, sweep the left arm forward, pull the right arm all the way back so you're facing the other side of the mat. Bend the left knee and come to your warrior two. Your right foot at 90 degrees. And you should be able to glance down and see your big toe. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, lean all the weight all the way forwards. Drop the left hand all the way down, right arm overhead. Shoulders in one equal line here. Really strengthen the legs, pulling the kneecaps up. Try not to rest your hand on the floor, try and elevate it so it's on the shin. This is where we strengthen. Inhale to come up, right arm back behind you, left arm sweeps all the way back to reverse the warrior. Exhale, sweep the arms all the way down for your plank position. Take a vinyasa, so lower for chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, thighs off, and then exhale, send the hips back all the way to downward facing dog. Take a couple of deep breaths here just to reset, recalibrate. And then on the inhale, take the right leg up back behind you, bend the right knee and open up the right hip here, really pulling your heel to your bum. Bring the right knee into your chest. Plant the right foot in between the palms, dropping the left knee all the way down, coming all the way up to your low lunge. Cactus the arms out wide here and sink your hips all the way down. Really pull the shoulder blades together here to activate your back muscles. Sink a little deeper. And then inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, drop the palms to floor. Take the left knee off and then crunch the right knee into your chest. And then we're going to swivel over to the left, coming towards our side plank. Arms extended. You can stay here with the legs together, or you can bend the knee to a tree pose, or you can extend the right leg all the way up. Hold for one more breath. Then bend the right knee, take it back behind you to your wild thing. Send the hips up higher and open the chest. Use your back muscles to squeeze your shoulder blades together to open the chest a little bit more. Keep pushing. Then inhale, flip back over, right palm to floor, right knee into chest. Exhale, send the right leg up and back for three-legged dog. Shift the weight forward to high plank, right leg stays off. Stay strong and squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes, and then drop the right leg to floor and vinyasa your way through, coming through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, and then exhale, send the hips back to down dog. Inhale to extend the left leg back. Bend the left knee and exhale to open the hip, pulling the left heel into your bum. Really push through the shoulders here and pull the heel closer. Inhale, bring the left knee into chest to a crunch. Hold. And then plant the left foot between the palms, dropping the right knee all the way down. Sweeping the arm upwards on the inhale, coming to your low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms out here and sink the hips down. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take an inhale to come slightly up and lengthen the spine. Long. And then exhale, sink the hips down deeper and back bend just slightly further. Inhale to come up to center, then exhale, plant the palms to the floor, take the right knee off and bring the left knee into your chest. Take the left knee all the way round to the right side, coming to your side plank. Right arm comes all the way up and overhead. Don't worry if you wobble. Knee can come to tree pose, or the left leg can extend and hold strong. Send the hips up higher and we're really strengthening the sides of the waist here. Then bend the left knee and step it all the way back to your wild thing. Sweep the arm all the way up and over and really open the chest here. Send the hips up higher. Pull your shoulder blades together and push your hand into the floor. Inhale, come all the way back and round, bringing your left knee into your chest to crunch. Exhale, send the left knee all the way up and back to three-legged dog. Take an inhale. And then shift the weight all the way forwards to high plank, keeping that left leg off. Hold strong. Squeeze the left glute here. And then drop the left knee all the way down and vinyasa your way through. Roll forward, thighs off, upward facing dog. Then send the hips back for a down dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. You can come to a child's pose if you need a little bit more of a chill and a rest. But try and stay here and drive your heels into the floor. And enjoy the resting pose. 1 more breath here. Inhale, look forward, step or jump to a seated position, and we're gonna come to a Navasana boat pose. You can place your hands underneath your thighs, or if you're feeling stronger, you can take the arms off. Or if you're feeling even stronger, you can straighten the legs. Hold for 2 more breaths. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 1 more, reach forward. Then exhale, plant the feet to the floor, and we're gonna roll really slowly all the way down to the floor. Knees stay bent. Make sure you can touch your fingertips with your ankles here. We're going to come to a glute bridge. So on the inhale, peel yourself all the way up, hips to sky. Really squeeze your glutes in your core here. This is where we strengthen. Inhale to pull them up higher. Think about the muscles you're activating here. Think about pulling your core in tight and squeezing your glutes. Then on the exhale, roll down vertebra by vertebra, all the way down slowly to the mat. Rock the hips from side to side here. And we're going to take 1 more of those glute bridges. So when you're ready, prepare. Inhale to peel slowly off the mat, sending your hips up higher, squeezing your glutes in your core. You can stay in this position, or you can clasp the hands underneath you for an extra stretch. Send the hips up higher. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Really squeezing the muscles here to pull yourself up a little bit higher. Last bit of strength work. 1 more breath. Inhale for 1. And then exhale, release the palms and slowly roll all the way down to the mat. Rock your hips from side to side again here, just to release the lower back. We're going to do 1 more back bend here, so you can take the glute bridge again if that was enough. Or if you're ready, we're going to come all the way to our full wheel pose. So prepare. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Then inhale to push all the way up. You can come on up onto your head, or you can push all the way up into a full wheel. Heels can stay on the ground, or heels can lift off to give you a bit more space. You may want to stay here, or you may want to rock forward and back and push through the shoulders, opening them up. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Breathing through the nose here, if this is feeling a bit strong. Just 1 more breath of strength of all the hard work is done. And then on your next exhale, lower all the way down, vertebra by vertebra, to the mat. Give yourself a nice big hug, bring the knees in, squeeze and thank yourself for all your hard work that you've just done. Now's the chill. Just rock your knees from side to side to massage out the lower back. Take your hands on the back of your thighs and we're going to rock backwards and forwards here to come up to seating. So just take a rock back, rock forward, rock back, forward, and come all the way up to a seated position, legs out in front of you for a seated forward fold. Inhale to lift the arms up overhead, flex the toes, and then exhale, roll all the way forward and down, rounding the back here after we've done our back bends. Take an inhale, and then exhale to fold a little bit deeper into the stretch. Staying here for 1 more breath. Then on your next inhale, roll slowly all the way up with a straight spine. We're going to bend the knees and come all the way back down to our mats, slowly rolling all the way down. And then sweep the legs and the hips up higher for your shoulder stand. Hands back on your back to support you. And pull the legs up higher, flexing the toes. Staying here for 3 deep breaths. Calm the mind here. And just focus on breathing in and out through your nose. Take 1 more deep breath here. And then on the next exhale, we're going to take the legs all the way back behind us for Halasana, plow pose. Keep the legs straight here. Toes come to floor if you can, but it doesn't matter if they're up higher. Keep them straight and let the hamstrings just release and open up. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, bend the knees and cover the ears. Toes come to floor and hands can clasp back behind you for an extra stretch. Enjoy the release on the back after all of our back bends. And then when you're ready, release the palms, straighten the legs and lower all the way down, vertebra by vertebra, as slow as you can, coming to the mat. Bend the knees and pull them into your chest. And then take them all the way over. You can cross them if you want to, all the way over to the right side. Bend the left arm and look towards the left side. Bring the knees back to center and then cross them the other way so the right is over the left and take them all the way over to the left side, bending the right arm and looking towards the right side. Then inhale, bring the knees to the center. Give yourself a nice big hug for all the strength work that you've done there. And then exhale, relax all the way back for your well-deserved Shavasana. Release the jaw. Let the feet fold out to the side. And let the fingertips just curl naturally. And while you lie in your Shavasana, I want you to think about a situation where you don't normally feel confident. Picture where it is and who you're with, what's around you, and maybe what you're wearing. Then I want you to imagine rolling your shoulders back, standing tall, and standing confidently. And you handle that situation exactly how you want to. Gently bring some awareness back to your body and release your visualization. You may want to rock your head from side to side, wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. You may want to take a stretch here. And then when you're ready, come all the way up to a comfortable seated position. Eyes softly closed, and roll your shoulders all the way back. Take a deep breath here. Bring your palms to your heart center. Inhale, bring them all the way up to the forehead, sealing up all the confidence that we've just built there. And exhale, bow your head. Namaste. Thank you for joining today. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Let me know any comments below, and I will see you in my next video.